The following is a collection of negative comments regarding the use of the Sinclair Oil DinoPay app taken directly from the Google Play Store. Please enjoy. If you'd also like to add your experience with using the Sinclair Oil DinoPay app, please comment on this video and I'll make a new video including your comments. Be sure to subscribe to my channel so you can be notified when I publish it. The app formerly worked great. Now all I get is something went wrong, so I have to insert the Sinclair green card into the pump reader. Lots of glitches and necessary updates. Never sure if it will work when I need to get fuel. Constantly loses its payment config and won't work at the gas station. Will not locate, then just stops before login screen. The app never gives me a discount, or using the credit card gives a bigger discount. The app logs me out every time I use it. Most stations around don't accept payment through the app. I don't even understand what the purpose of this is if it's not to save you money or speed up your purchase. It does allow me to make sure it goes on the credit card if I don't have the credit card on me because my wife has it. Used to work fine, no more. Station attendant saw me accessing DinoPay and advised it hadn't been working for any customers for days. I tried anyway. He was right. Instead of paying with my Sinclair credit card like I have on previous occasions, I just drove off, mad. App used to work great, and I was able to pay at the pump through app. Then one day it no longer worked like it had updated and claimed no payment option saved. So tried adding payment option and app would not allow it. Please fix the issue and then you might get 5 stars. Setup is long, tedious, and horrible. Forgets your payment method that took an hour to set up. This is ridiculous. More than half the time I end up just paying regularly because the app has either logged me out or eliminated my cards or just won't load correctly. Never works. Stations are no help. Last updated version won't let me get fuel, claiming I'm too far from the store when I'm at the pump. Quite convenient to get 15 cents, not convenient to use. The whole point of installing this app was to pay at the pump without endangering my card. Every time I had to go through a lot of nonsense to get it to work. Today, after all of the nonsense that told me the building was too far away, same pump, same building as always, I left. I just uninstalled the app. If I have to get my walker out and go into the building, I might as well go to a cheaper station. Horrible. Logs me out every time I try to use it. Then makes me reset password. But code it sends to my email only works after 4th attempt. Then says I no longer have payment methods and it won't let me add any. All the while I'm standing at the pump. Works like it's supposed to. I added my Sinclair card and a Visa card and both work fine. My only complaint is that when using the app it limits my fill up to 30 gallons. Seems pointless to me. Edit. The new update has turned this easy and simple app into a complicated bloatware. It's hardly worth using anymore. Takes me more time to boot it up and get to pumping than I save. Immature and possibly untrustworthy app. Asked me to create and confirm PIN every time. After seeing notifications that this app was doing things in the background, I had granted location permission for only when the app was open, uninstalled immediately. Very frustrating since the last update. Keeps logging me out. Doesn't authorize the pump, so I have to dig around looking for my plastic card. Tells me to see the attendant, who is no help. Very, very frustrating and not worth the effort. I don't want to fumble through a multitude of steps in order to put gas into my car. I've uninstalled and gone back to plastic. Insert remove card. It was great the first 3 times I used it because I was able to get a bit off my gas. But unfortunately it doesn't give you any money off if you use the red Sinclair Advantage debit card, which is absolutely stupid. I use that particular card because it gets me 10 cents off per gallon, but when I linked it to DinoPay, I didn't even get the 5 cents off the app was supposed to keep giving me. So even though I work at a Sinclair station, I'm never using the app again. I'll just stick with my Fuel Saver card and my Advantage debit card. Great when it works, super buggy and often refuses to connect. We have one station that seems to block the signal. We can never use it at that location. When it does work, the savings are great. If you're an extremely patient money miser, you'll enjoy this app. For the general population, it's unreliable and frustrating. I really like the app for the discount. However, I have to delete the app after each use, being it is constantly attempting to download and update. I sent an email informing of the issue, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, and received the standard, "We are working on the app." Well, still not fixed. I still use it, just annoying I have to install and uninstall so often. This app is horrible. In addition to the whole stinker Advantage card system being horrible, don't waste your time with this program at all. I guess the Sinclair station itself is okay. Friendly staff, they have gas, it's a gas station. I won't go into the lurid details about this card, the app, and its problems unless asked, but I'll summarize by saying that doing anything with this Advantage card system is completely frustrating and often futile. All my thumbs down. I'm going to Phillips 66 and see how that is. Totally hate the update. It randomly logs me out and I have to keep logging back in. Also, the old version, all I had to do was enter my PIN, pump number, and I was good. Now there are extra steps and screens to go through, and there is now always an ad in the way. Go back to the old version. Tried to use for the first time today. Kept getting error, unable to reserve pump. Then it said I tried to buy gas too many times and locked me out altogether. Had to use a credit card instead, adding 10 cents per gallon. And also did not get the 5-cent discount, 15 cents per gallon more than I expected to pay. All over the pump and station are signs touting the ease and cost savings of this app. Please fix it. I would like to use it and buy gas at my local Sinclair station. This app used to be so easy to use. Now after the update, it's extremely convoluted and difficult to pay at the pump. There are way too many steps I have to get through while I'm waiting in line and people are waiting behind me. Too many steps. Attendance cannot help. Freezes the pump. Does not lower the price. Pay full price. Very user unfriendly. Only recognizes a wrong card, Visa debit, not Sinclair. Do yourself a big favor and pass on this worthless app. Awful. Programmer sabotage Sinclair. You can't even enter a birth year, and the app requires a driver's license. I don't know what they've done. Sinclair had an app that worked just fine. Sinclair should be embarrassed to have this online, and they should sue the saboteurs, aka developers. Better before the update. Now I can't log in. Says username or password incorrect. Tried resetting password multiple times. Get the verification code sent to my email. Enter code on verification screen, but nowhere to reset password. Used to work great, now it never does. Super slow and can never find the pump, and always has a problem with payment. I have 2 cards on file and never had a problem in the past. App is just garbage now. Good idea, poorly executed. The app is constantly trying to load something on my phone. I would assume it's some sort of notification, but it never loads. It's a constant power drain on my phone. Good idea, but more of a hassle than the 5 cents per gallon is worth. Too many steps plus the security code every time. Then if the internet is slow and you try to refresh your request for a code more than once, it locks you out. I'll just avoid the frustration and swipe my card. The app just randomly signed me out and says my password is now incorrect, even though I use it weekly to pay off my card. Super annoying. You'd think for a massive company, Sinclair could spend a little more money and make an app that works well. This rating is based on the updated app. It sucks. Old version worked every time and simpler. I can't get new version to work. All it's good for is causing a backup of cars at the pump line. If you have an old version, don't update. Great app before the update. Now it's super slow and really buggy. Half of the time I am unable to connect, even though my phone has good service and signal. Super frustrating and very unreliable. Was a great app. Now it has too many issues. It was so screwed up this morning that I was almost late for work. What should have been in and out to get gas in 6 or 7 minutes with the app took almost 20 minutes. This app was awesome when we first started using it. Now it is extremely difficult to use and does not give the good discounts we were getting before. Won't load at all after install. I keep getting an unable to add cards at this time message. Not ready for prime time. It doesn't make me feel like they are capable of storing my credit cards securely. Was a great app before the update. Now it sucks. Won't keep you logged in. Then doesn't recognize login info. Super slow. Way too many steps to pay. Hardly worth the aggravation to save the extra 5 cents. Ever since the app updated, it closes and crashes. I never had any problems with the old app. Most frustrating app I've tried to use. Does not work 95% of the time. Tried reinstall with no difference. Poor. Very poor. This app seldom works. Sorry, something went wrong. Seems to be their mantra. Keep your card with you, as this app doesn't like to work very often. I've tried multiple times at multiple Sinclair. Lets me input the code from the app into the gas pump and hit enter, but then it won't let me pump. You still have to pay at the pump, even though the app claims pump is ready. I'm done with it. Supposed to get a 10-cent discount for using the Sinclair card plus 5 cents for using the app combined with the card. Nope, only discount 5 cents. Won't connect to the pump anymore to authorize it. Makes the app pretty useless. Please fix it. It's great when it works, but I have to uninstall and reinstall it every time I want to use it. I don't think 5 cents is worth it. Needs work to be functional all the time. Frustrated, get logged out and unable to log back in. Only worked once. Very disappointing. Keeps saying that it can't run my card on file. It worked for me for 2 fill-ups with no discount, and now it won't authorize the pumps for me. I am disappointed because no discount was given, and just now it doesn't work at all. The application rarely works. When it does, it takes 7 extra steps that are not user-friendly. The new update is awful. It is more complicated and it is confusing. Had to uninstall. Current version doesn't function. Previous version was great. It doesn't work to pay at the pump anymore. I had to pay inside each time now. Worked great for a couple months. Now I can't even log in. Can't ever get logged in. Worked fine, then someone decided to change it. Doesn't work worth a damn now. Keep crashing, not good when you are at the gas station, and totally useless. I used to love the app, but after the upgrade I no longer get the 5-cent discount. No pump authorization pin. Tried 2 different stations. Fail. Doesn't work if you don't allow them access to your GPS location. Slow. Sometimes doesn't work at all. Doesn't work. Always running. Never stops. Constantly downloading. Never finishes. Drains power. Horrible app. Uninstalled. It is not working. Why create something which is not working? Went today and no savings. I guess I used my Sinclair card to save 15 cents. App only worked once to get gas. Only works sporadically. Can't navigate site. Won't send verification code. This app does not work anymore. There's always something wrong with the app. Zero stars from me. This upgrade sucks. The first thing I should see and the only question I should be asked is what pump number. I had to 1 star to post review. POS won't authorize pump and I don't get my discounts. I can't get the app to work to receive the 5 cents extra off. so Earl is buying the gas now. His app doesn't work all the time. The clerk tries to help, but we can't do it. So work on it so we can get the discount too. Used to like it when it worked. Not letting me log in under my account. When I tried to pay for gas, it tried to make me pay $75 when I never pumped any gas. No option for miles, kilometers, ? So far it sucks. Works one time. Sometimes works. Could not sign in with the user ID and password I've been using to manage my account online for years. App could not find my account. I've uninstalled it. App not yet ready for release. Buggy. Could not sign in with the same info I've had for years. I wish that they would allow for like a kickback card where you could get the 5th soda fountain drink or coffee free and get points so that you could use them when you don't have money and need something. Downloaded and set up account only to find that my local Sinclair station does not accept mobile payments. Useless. The picture for the app download shows prices for gas. The app that downloaded has no gas price option. App is useless except for finding a store, and even then, not all locations show up. I tore up my Dino card. I used my Dino card as debit, punched in my PIN number, and was charged the same price as a regular debit card instead of getting my discount. Haven't been back for gas ever since and threw my card away. This app doesn't do jack. Complete waste of time and space. Deleted. Bills this app. Doesn't seem to work correctly. Downloaded this to make it easier to pay my bill, but it doesn't even offer that. It was a total waste of time to download the stupid thing. Thought I would be able to pay my bill and keep track of my account. Waste of time. This was just too clumsy to use. I see no benefit to using it. The last time I tried it said it was 200 miles away from the pump at which I was parked. I can't set up an account. Once I get the code and submit that, it says I entered the wrong thing. I kept getting a new code and it keeps saying the same thing. Grr. Doesn't work, won't load. Doesn't work. I had to delete. Add the ability to pay your bill and then it will receive good ratings. Can't use it at my station.